Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays? Which one are we supposed to use? Which one do you use? Which one should we choose? These are questions I'll be talking about for a few minutes today. I am Chase Corrington, and this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel. And I had these thoughts brewing in my head because I've had this said and talked about. And the whole Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays thing, which one are we supposed to say? Which one's the better one to say? Most people would say Happy Holidays would include Christmas and New Year's. But, so Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays? Which one should you choose, folks? Which ones should we choose, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the fact that we even have to ask these questions is rather remarkable. This is once again something else that may have big implication and that is easily overlooked or passed by without much thought. Do you even think twice about the change from places allowing people to say Happy Holidays, or the change in making service members or airline service members or people working with the public having to change from saying Merry Christmas to Happy Holidays? So let's shed some light on the subject. Folks, who would prefer to use Happy Holidays would probably be doing so to remove the reference to Christ or any connection to religion. Also, in an attempt to be politically correct to those religions who don't have or celebrate Christmas, which makes sense because why would you support an event that doesn't go along or that doesn't take place in your theology? However, people that use Happy Holidays, for whichever reason it may be, might actually be making light of or putting less importance on an event or time of year which is extremely important to some. And so the people, when you say Happy Holidays, it's almost like you taking Christmas and turning it into winter. It's like winter vacation Christmas vacation becomes winter vacation, and it's the same thing as summer. It's a lot less important. There's a lot less emphasis and a lot less meaning on the whole holidays side of things. So, think about the Who's. Think about the Who's, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas was the entire world in Whoville. And we're talking about Dr. Seuss and the Grinch story. And the Who's weren't even Christians. So their entire world was Christmas. And they weren't even Christian people. But yet still, Christmas was a huge deal for these folks. Can you imagine Whoville for the rest of the year, ladies and gentlemen? What are they going to do? And even bigger, if it was Happy Holidays in Whoville, then the Grinch's job would have been done to begin with, because he was trying to get rid of Christmas, right? So this blows my mind. So, and even bigger yet, if it was Happy Holidays in Whoville, then the Grinch's job would be done. Like, sweet, I got rid of Christmas. All right. However, he would have never learned his lesson about the spirit of Christmas and about the meaning of Christmas. And his heart would have never grown 2 sizes that day, ladies and gentlemen. So what was the Grinch's lesson? He could take all the trees and the lights and the boxes and bags. He could take all the physical things that the Who's ever had. But it didn't work, no matter how hard he tried. And he found that Christmas wasn't something physical, but rather something special inside. So, as we can see, Christmas is a thorough thoroughly traditional holiday for everyone. Not so much a holiday or a holy day reserved just for Christians specifically. However, you still hear the argument that saying happy holidays is a nice way of being inclusive and a nice way of, not putting out those who don't go along with the Christian story. To those who don't celebrate, but unknowingly what they're doing is excluding everything that Christmas means traditionally, ladies and gentlemen. So, happy holidays has almost as little importance as wintertime, like I was getting to where despite what beliefs you have, Christmas is and has a much deeper, much more meaningful representation of an ideal. So whether or not you're a Christian, and whether or not it's about the birth of Jesus, whether or not it's about all these things, there's a much deeper meaning that we all together traditionally share in. It's the representation of an ideal, as I showed with the Whoville example. Because, what would the Who's be without Christmas? What are they going to do? Can you imagine the Who's going around singing about holidays? It doesn't make any sense. And I know that's a silly example, but it was the best one I could come up with, and it's hilarious. And it's to the point to where now it could almost create a weird awkwardness, a weird awkward situation when wishing somebody Merry Christmas. They're like, oh, you said the C word. Oh, he's talking about Christianity. So folks, ladies and gentlemen, are you going to let the government or institutions or, the schools or service industries out there, are you going to let them, for the sake of being politically correct, do the Grinch's job for him? Are you going to let the government and all these other things do the Grinch's job for him and steal Christmas away from all of us by changing it to happy holidays? Are you going to let that happen, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think I'm going to let it happen. And even if you're not a Christian, and even if the people that I wish Merry Christmas to aren't Christians, I don't care. That's not the point. It's a tradition of coming together and fellowship. I think of the Grinch story. He's up there on the mountain. He stole away everything. He's like, yes, they're all going to be crying and sad, and I'll hear their sorrows. And what did he hear? He heard them singing. He heard them coming together. And he heard them come above all the things that he thought he could take away to destroy Christmas, which was the physical things, the toys and the gifts. Who's going to get the most gifts this year? Have you got your Christmas shopping done? Christmas isn't about physical things, folks. Christmas is about something special inside, something special among all of us, something special in a group and a coming together and a sharing of fellowship. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you wish somebody a Merry Christmas, despite whether or not you think that's going against them, because it's not a religious thing. It is a tradition here in America, and we like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And then after Christmas is over, we can switch to Happy New Year, but don't let Happy Holidays destroy Merry Christmas. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Chase Corrington. This is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel. And if you get value from the content that I provide, then please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and we will be back later this week with some more excellent topics to discuss. thank you all and have a Merry Christmas.